Here from the Bill Course Wellness Center, coming back at you with a new Movement Monday. So for today's Movement Monday, I want to take you through an exercise that you don't often see performed by many people, but that can greatly benefit all of us in activating a muscle known as the serratus anterior. So serratus anterior is a muscle that runs actually underneath of our scapula or our shoulder blade and comes and wraps around our rib cage. And what it does is it allows us to bring our shoulder blade flat against the rib cage and do what we call protraction, which is this moving forward of the shoulder. That's really important because if we can't bring our shoulder blade to slide flat across our rib cage, it prevents us from being able to get our arm up over our head. And so, underutilization of this muscle can lead to what we call a winged scapula, which is where the scapula loses its ability or its correct ability to lay and basically slide across that rib cage and lay itself flat. And then that's what creates that wing, and it kind of wings out, and it really affects our ability to use our shoulder as the most mobile joint in our body like it was meant to be used. So with that said, this exercise strengthens that serratus anterior, and it improves our our ability to mobilize the shoulder joint as it was meant to be mobilized. And so with that said, there's a couple ways that we can do this scapular push-up. I'm going to run you through easiest to hardest, and so easiest is going to be up against the wall. So you're going to place your hands about shoulder width. I want to make sure I'm staying tight with the entire body, so squeeze the glutes, keep the core tight. And then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that my neck is staying neutral, so I've got kind of a tucked chin, almost like a double chin. And then from here, elbows are going to stay locked out, and I'm going to allow my shoulder blades to come together or retract before I push those shoulder blades away from me or protract and spread the shoulder blades apart. We're going to spend about 2 or 3 seconds in each position. So let me show you a couple reps here of me sinking down, holding just for a second or two, but then it's really this pushing away motion with straight elbows that is the actual scapular push-up. So I'm just pushing away, spreading those shoulder blades apart, and holding for about a 3 count before I sink those shoulder blades back together in the bottom position. So that would be a wall scapular push-up. Then I can bring it down to the floor for our second progression, which is going to be an all fours position. So in this position, I don't have all of my body weight behind my upper body. But I've definitely got more than I have on the wall. So this is why it's a little bit harder. Wrists are stacked underneath shoulders. And then we're going to make sure that the index fingers are pointing directly forward. That way they're not going in. What that's going to do is it's going to allow us to rotate our elbows so that the crook of my elbow is facing forward. And then from here, with the braced belly, like someone's going to punch me in my stomach, I'm going to make all the motion at the shoulder joint. So I'm going to sink down, making sure I don't let my back arch, and then push away. Again, about a 3-second hold when I push away, second or 2 in the bottom. And then we are performing reps of this all fours scapular push-up, like so, aiming for about 10 to 12 reps. And then we can progress it one more level from there if all that's feeling pretty easy, which by no means is it easy, especially if you're new to this. It takes a little bit of practice, so definitely start with the wall, move to all fours, and then when you're ready, you can move to that full push-up position, where again, I'm squeezing my glutes, keeping my core tight, index fingers are pointing directly forward, I'm screwing my hands in so that the crooks of my elbows are pointing forwards, and then I'm going to sink down so that my shoulder blades are together, and then I'm going to push away as much as possible to bring those shoulder blades apart. So again, sinking down, straight elbows, push away, still straight elbows, hold for about a 3 count. That is our scapular push-up for this Movement Monday. So hopefully you give that a shot. And it allows you to be able to unlock better range of motion with your shoulder. All right, thanks for coming, and we'll see you next time.